Wait a minute, Joel. This is an hour earlier than you said you were going to stream. Yes, it is. I was up early, so I decided, I've got all the things done that I needed to do. I did the dishes, I did the adulting, so now it's time for Minecraft. Actually, it's a really nice day here, and I think I might want to finish up early so I can go out and enjoy some of it. And that's the nice thing about being your own boss, is that you can just change your schedule when the weather permits it. So welcome in. If you have not figured it out, my name is Joel Duggan, and this is the Citadel server. It is a 5-year-old survival server. We do have a couple of small client-side mods, things like this map, that help us plan out the city of Westill, which has actually come together quite nicely. It's really starting to feel filled in now that we are filling in. Some of these frameworks now have roofs and are feeling built. That tower actually looks quite cool from above. So I think we're going to pick up roughly where we left off. We were working on this tower house over this way, and it's getting dark just as soon as I leave the workshop. But this is what we were working on yesterday. And I'm not entirely sure I like these deep slate polished blocks there. I think I'm going to change those back into furnaces. And then I think we might try a crack at the inside a little bit. I don't know about furniture. I think I fixed the data pack, but I absolutely want to try to put in the fireplace and make sure that this is properly lit with like lanterns and things and not torches, so that when it does come to time to light it, we can just use the regular, not light it. When it does come time to decorate it, we don't have to worry about the lighting as well. So, sleep. Cosmic Dancer, Obu, Serenant, good to see you. Cybe88, sorry, Cybe918. There's somebody else that has 88 in their name. I need the furnaces again. And we're going to need, I'm just going to bring both of these wood shulker boxes. Probably a good idea. We're going to bring this too. And I guess we'll bring that, as well as campfire, lanterns, and some candles. Don't know if we're going to need the candles, but we'll see. And I guess we'll bring that as well. So the easiest place I think to set up is probably going to be here in the front entrance, or maybe just outside. Yeah, I think I like that better. I think I like that better. And did I have one more? Two more. Right, I also wanted to fix this chimney. That's the other thing. So in here, we could do a couple of different things. I could use basalt, but what I was thinking of specifically, how do I not have any oak logs? That can't be right. Like a strange combination. Oh, we don't have any. Right, I think I remember this from last time. We might have to do a little bit of harvesting here. I mean, for this one little bit, I'm just going to go chop down a random tree. Survey says the victim is Somewhere's out of sight. Let's just take down a couple of trees in here. Like day one Minecraft. That should all decay, right? Yep. NA4AG, hello. Yeah, I think the polished change was, now that I'm back here, we could look at it. Having the polished here, and then also here, just kind of felt like a weird sandwich. I'm even thinking about changing these to andesite. I'm not sure. The contrast might be good. So one thing we could do here, or I was thinking about, is something like this to make it look like a beefier fire with a log in there, although you really can't see it. The other thing we could do is have a basalt texture in there. It looks like ash and stuff, but I think that's a decent, cool way of doing it. I feel like I want to change some of the blocks here. I guess some of it involves like doing some texture stuff. I don't think I want that to be all stone, like stone brick. I think I like the fact that it looks like there's a mantle. I don't think I want to add something like slabs to it. Like, I feel like even like these are bricks, obviously, or wood, but like if there was a, I just feel like that's too much. Like it sticks out far too much into the room. So we might try to put something on like a item frame or something up there, just kind of create some depth. I guess we should look and see how we're gonna get the ceiling done. I feel like a button would. The button would look pretty good here. That or a barrel. Let's just see. Oh, there was a pressure plate on top of that. Go up this way. Actually, yeah, it looks pretty cool. So let's do maybe a button on either side of it. And we'll need one more. I'm just winging this. I've got no real plan. I'm just kind of trying to do things that I've not done before. And then we have to go upstairs and put this pressure plate back. Keeps things spawn proof. Right, so last time we were looking at the ceiling and trying to figure out how to take the ceiling farther this way. I like what we've got here, but this feels really boring. And this is not centered, so I don't know. Maybe the thing to do is to switch this crossbeam and have there also be beams that go the length of it. So if I get more stripped dark oak, Silverfish Stone, hello. Thanks for stopping by. I do love to use barrels for decoration. They're a great block for it. However, I fear that I would start using them for storage because I'm too lazy to not use it for storage. Well, there's that. I've been careful not to store anything in them. So I'm thinking that instead of this, we switch to continue this beam this way. Yeah, I feel like that adds a lot of depth. And then here, same thing. And then we would probably do it here as well. And I would say we probably want to grab some trapdoors, which we need more of. Yeah, I think if we switch and have 4 of them there, leave the rest dotted around, we might not even need this one. Sometimes coming back the next day with fresh eyes is all you really need. Right, so if we remove this, we only start to lose the light at the very front, which is incredible. It's such a strange thing. So, I mean, visually we still want light in here. So we're going to want to hang a lantern or put a lantern somewhere. I think in here maybe it might be best to have lantern on a table maybe. Builds becoming infested with fishermen villagers. I just don't put villagers in my builds because they're annoying. There is a tweet out there if anybody wants to share the stream. Maybe bring in a friend. Should also go get a stone box. So yeah, I feel like we could probably put a table in this area right there. My guess is probably either dark oak or spruce. Hopefully I fixed the data pack, otherwise we're going to have to switch gears and do something completely different. The data pack is still not working. I don't know why it is not. It was like a week ago. So then maybe I have to re-download it or something. Alright, well, so much for doing all that. I guess I'll just add in the texture on the ground. And we'll see what else we can think of doing. Alright, so that's good. Now the chimney... I don't know if we can get away with stairs up there. Let's see. Hey Jody, how's it going? Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. And thank you to all the people that have been coming by, even though that's like they've got family stuff or they're working or whatever. I really appreciate it. The lurks help. The eyeballs help. You know, I don't mind that. I think that's fine. We'll add some crack bricks and stuff on top of it, I think. And then, like I said, I don't think I want to switch that back. I think I prefer this being a full stone block. Yeah, without the tables and chairs data pack working, there's not much I can do. I mean, I guess we could use... I could use, like, just regular blocks to kind of, like, roughly plan out where I want things to go. Like a table there. Probably with a couple of candles. I don't think I brought any flint and steel. And then... I'm not sure what exactly would be in this entryway. Maybe a couple of bookshelves? I kind of wonder whether we could just frame this whole thing. I quite like that. Finally got silk touch on the axe. Now I need... I get another loom, but maybe we'll just go with bookshelves. They're unfortunately kind of bright, but I think that helps a bit. Yeah. Now, this part is where I wonder whether we can use a andesite stair instead of that. And also, perhaps, andesite walls. Oxel Timelapse, thanks for the follow. A lot of times I wish we had polished walls for andesite. No, I think the polished deep slate does look better in that particular case. So I feel like this could be made into a little bit of storage somehow. Or maybe this could be like a writing desk. Again, I have to use vanilla blocks to make this look. Yeah, I don't want to block this off too much, so I feel like that's pretty good. We might want to put something in the corner here. And then the entryway, I always find entryways really tricky. Maybe the thing here is going to be armor stands. And then maybe we'll have a couple of leather armor bits or something. I feel like there should be something. There's always tables by front doors. Doesn't matter what. Yeah, once that's a table and not a block, it'll probably look okay. Oh, Oxel, thanks very much. I'm glad you like the spawn chunks. That's awesome. Yeah, and I feel like obviously we need like a chair there, or maybe even, we don't have anything like a sofa. But I feel like another table. Again, you don't want to overcrowd stuff. And then for firewood, I guess we could maybe have an extinguished fire somewhere. Probably in the corner. Or we could use a trapdoor. And I don't think I have another fire. Thanks, Cosmic. Yeah, it's nice to have a lot of room and not be cramped with everything. It's great. Oh, those don't go there. I want bring that back. Don't remember what I want. Oh, campfire. Hey, there's me, Pax. How's it going? You're having a good day? So this could be a fun way to have campfire look like logs. So it was this way. And then we could just ditch this maybe and have it look like a fire. I don't think it would look good if we stacked two. No, that doesn't work. Chair, I guess. Feels very open, but getting there. I must have more string somewhere. Sure, I've seen some. I'm really disappointed that I can't fix this tables and chairs data pack by ChuckChuck. I'm not sure what happened that it broke. String. Okay, I think we have the data pack where I can turn wool into string. Yes. I do have everything. The question is, where do I have everything? That's the real question. Thanks, Cosmic. Yeah, I like the fireplace as well. I've always been drawn to big hearths. There is an artist, Lou. I want to say his name is Lou French. I could be wrong, but he's a stone artist, and what he does is that he creates hearths and walls and outside garden features and stuff out of these huge stone arrangements, and he's very good at it. Probably costs a lot of money to get something from him, but my gosh, does it ever look good. Right, so just a little bit more light. You can see what's going on. It's the kind of place that you would imagine a lantern would probably be hanging, and it would fill this place with a lot of light. But I'm not sure which I prefer. Maybe we'll do a lantern on the next floor. Maybe we'll hang a lantern up here. So there's not much that can be done here for textures because we're kind of stuck with the logs. Same thing within here. This is just going to be a bed. Maybe we'll have some bookshelves. That feels a little bit much. I was going to put the bed in the middle, but maybe we'll put the bed on the side. The bed's over there. And then we can put like a bookshelf. I'm thinking maybe we could do like a table, like a bookshelf table. And then bed. Again, all of this being super temporary. And then more candles. Here is where I think the candles would make the most sense. And then we'll have some sort of, probably a chest here at the base. Now in here we're not going to do anything, it's just kind of meant to be kind of a fun little quirk. But then this, I want to try and create better looking sort of situation. Master Crunchy, hello. A book nook, yeah, exactly. Once tried to light a portal in a dark oak forest and missed. It was not pretty. We don't have fire tick on the server, so. And we learned that the hard way. People were playing in and around the local spawn town, and I think lightning struck and burnt down Sharky's house, Stephen ESC's treehouse, a long time ago. But he was disappointed. I mean, created an opportunity for him and his sons to come on the server. We whitelisted his sons for a weekend, and they came and helped him rebuild it. So like that was kind of cool that they got to do that with their father. But like beyond that, it was not an ideal situation. I guess I don't want to lose the stone here in the corner, but I feel like I need to cover it up somehow. So that's going to be tricky. It does feel like a strange sort of combination. I guess what we could do is, those are top slabs, so we could replace those and have them be a little bit more, look like they are more structure supporting. Yeah, okay. Need more stairs. I wish I had better, like, carpets and stuff. I feel like there are things in this game where I would add carpets, but they always look awful. And we'll leave that one as it is, I think. And I don't think I want to do the whole trapdoor thing on the edge. I don't think that would necessarily help. I think we're kind of stuck with that. And then up here, I feel like, again, we'd want some sort of light source. That could potentially be built in to that space right there. Don't remember how I've done these other light toppers. I feel like it's been mostly spruce fence. There's one over there. So spruce fence and a fence gate. And I need my rockets. I think I like that one. Oh, those are cool too. But mostly spruce fence, it looks like. Herding cats, good to see you. Take it easy, Silverfish. Thanks for coming by. I know you could only stop by quickly, but much appreciated. And I would say we're going to hang this probably towards the front, would be my guess. There's another one of these down here somewhere. Oh, I added some stone to that one. I like that part. So why does that not... Oh, because there's a wall there. Right. I feel like that's too wide. And I don't think I want to make it even taller. Well, what do we think? Is it facing? I think that's the right height for it. It's weird that the chain doesn't render in. Notice that you try not to use too much light in these builds. A few candles here and there, and lantern just to stop the mob spawns. Is that by design choice? Yeah, absolutely. I want it to feel kind of dim. I'm wanting it to feel kind of dim. What's the right direction for the lantern? I'm just curious as to whether we're going to be doing the right sort of design aesthetic. You know what would look good up there actually is some deep slate. So polished deep slate wall, maybe a slab. Retain the medieval vibe. We've just kind of lucked out with the changes that came in 118 with the spawning rules and stuff. Let's see what you've got for blocks. Pistons, observers. Those are cool. I don't think I have any just on hand though. Do I have exposed cut copper? If I do, I'll get that one. And bricks. Exposed cut copper and bricks. Waxed exposed cut copper? That's not going to work. So maybe we'll put that down and see what happens. And bricks. I feel like that could be useful. Yeah, I like the dimly lit interiors as well. It's more for mood lighting than anything else, really. Wow. The one time we want this to change, it's not changing. Waxed exposed cut copper stairs to Teenage Ninja Turtles? Wow. It's a bit of a stretch. Okay, we had dark prismarine. I knew we had some of this stuff. I wish we could turn bamboo into blocks. Like, I wish we could condense bamboo into blocks. That would be helpful. It was a thing from Joe Hills in the season of Hermitcraft. Oh, I missed the joke. Wasn't aware. I don't watch all the Hermits, I only watch a handful. Mostly just because I don't have time. Alright, so what I think we're going to do is turn this block into some polished deep slate. That'll change the angle of fence a little bit, so it has a nice little arc to it. Yeah, I think it kind of ties it nicely to to the roof. I wonder if we'd be better off doing dark oak. It might look like too much dark oak when you get up to the top. That was the only thing. Maybe we'll do the fence and the fence gate as dark oak. Tend to watch a lot of Hermitcraft since all kids are in the right age range. Oh, for sure. That's cool. I confess there are some hermits I don't watch just because I know that their content is aimed at a younger audience. And so I certainly commend them for doing an excellent job, but I also understand that it's not aimed at me, so I don't feel guilty if I don't watch it. Yeah, we're gonna switch it to dark oak all the way around. So I'll do as much as I can without... Oh, I didn't bring enough. Maybe we can just switch these around. Sure. Can't remember what I was talking about. There's only so much I'm going to be able to do without the tables and chairs. Data pack. I guess the other thing we could do up top is add things like chests. Maybe bring the barrels back. So up here, I feel like we need to create a little bit of interest. I don't want to cover up that spot because that's a good view, as is that. So maybe here on the middle part. Just have a little bit of activity, stuff to look at. I want to be careful about using another barrel because it's going to look like the bottom of that. But we could try one over here. Yeah, it's just too similar. It's alright, I have an idea. Cosmic Dancer! Holy smokes! A donation to keep Joel cool fund. Buy ice cream. Cosmic Dancer. That's a lot of ice cream. Wow. Are you sure? I mean, I know you're sure. I'm the one that's not sure. Which is why I say, are you sure? It's a Canadian thing. Thank you so much. Holy crap nuggets. Wow. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say other than thank you 100 times over. Which makes me sound like a broken record, but I know you appreciate it. So rather than doing another one right in the middle, well, maybe we will. The corners seem to be the ones that have the best views. Yeah, I feel like that keeps this from feeling too empty. Sort of looks like a thing. I don't know about this. I feel like there should be some sort of additional railing here, maybe. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Makes it feel less treacherous. I mean, here if you fall, you're only going a couple of blocks. That's not... I mean, still, that's a 2-meter drop. I wouldn't want to fall. Wouldn't want to fall in real life, but in Minecraft, it's not the end of the world. Alright, it's night, and it's raining, so I want to see what this looks like. We back up and kind of walk down the road a little bit. Speechless Joel is your favorite Joel? Thanks, I think. Don't know how to take that. So we're going to drop to like 4 frames a second while I check. There'll be another light at the inn. The inn is going to be very well lit up, so I'm not so worried about this right now. This inn is going to have something coming out of the windows. But I like at nighttime that it very much draws your attention to the battlement that we spent so much time designing. I think that looks great. And it almost highlights the 2 towers a little bit. I can't wait to raise that tower up a little bit. That's going to look a lot nicer. And that's very well lit down there. This side of the street is really, really dull. I thought we had a lantern out here. I don't know why we don't. Maybe the creeper blew it up? I don't know. I wonder if that would be better off with a couple of blue lanterns, like right there. That might look cooler. I'll switch back from shaders in a minute. I just want to get this stuff figured out while it's dark. That has not changed. No. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, a blue lantern. Plus it won't throw as much light, and it would match what we've got going on up there. Leaguer Gaming subscribing at tier 1 for 21 months. Thanks so much, Leaguer. My only quibble is that they're blue. I kind of wish that we had dim lanterns that were not blue, but like I could easily change the texture pack if I wanted to. But I think that's good. There is a lantern here. And if we use the mini HUD, there's only like a little bit through the middle here that's spawnable. And that will change, I think, once there's, like, it's like if I put a lantern here, right? Like that gets rid of a lot. And visually, it really lights up that corner. Yeah, I don't like them being lit up for no reason when you can't see stuff. Plus, like, who wants to bonk their head on a lantern as soon as you walk in? This is a situation where it might be worth having a street lamp somewhere. Or we could end up with a lantern in that kind of position. That pulls away from the top though, so I don't know. I do not know. A lit window in the base of the tower. I don't think I wanted to put windows in there because there really isn't a space for them, I don't think. If there was, it would be here. But I don't really feel like the tower, I don't think it needs a window. Like, I feel like that kind of takes away from it all. Again, Leaguer, thank you ever so much for the support. Alright, time to sleep. The more I think about it, the more I really wish there was a way to force copper to age faster. Someone yesterday mentioned like putting water on it like you make dirt into mud right now with the new mechanic. I feel like that might be a good way to do it. It would be slow, but it would be, at least if you just want the one block, you could control it, you know? I wonder if these would look better if I put them sideways. Yeah. So that's a little bit better. Detail, but not losing any structure. I don't think I want to put one of these over the door. Someone mentioned this yesterday. No, see, it's not bad. I just find it very distracting. The corners of the street building being ever so slightly lit really add the warm glow to the town without being overly lit. The sentence makes no sense. It made more sense in my head. The corners of the street being ever so slightly lit really add a warm glow to the town. Yeah, so I'm trying to space the light out for a couple of reasons. I don't want it to be bright, but I also don't want it to be I don't want the face of everything to be lit. Like I want to light key features, and by lighting the corners of buildings, you also kind of like create bright corners and darker streets, so the streets look like they are deeper and more in depth. Stephen ESC rating with a party of 8. Welcome in to the Citadel from. I would think you were doing vector art this morning. I stopped in very briefly. Hosts on the Citadel Cafe podcast, which I still have to edit. The last show that we did was Steven and I talking about Ms. Marvel, but I haven't posted it yet. Another reason why I wanted to stream early today. Thanks for the raid. How was the vector art? Vectorizing one of my emotes, looking to make stickers and t-shirts of them eventually. Very cool. When the time comes, let me know and I will hook you up with my sticker wholesaler guy. Because I used to do the same thing. Not for emotes, but like for my prints and stuff. And it's great because Dave, the guy that I worked with, He takes care of the printing and the shipping and does all that for you. And then you just have to pay him a fee. And it's very affordable. I don't know what you mean. I need to get more bricks. Yes, when the time comes, Steven, just reach out. He's an email away, really reliable guy. And does this for a living. So like he's super, super fast. Right now we're working on this tower house. We were working on the inside, but the tables and chairs data pack is still not working, so I had to roughly lay things out with blocks, vanilla blocks for tables and chairs, which is, it looks terrible. But that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm trying to decide how to decorate the hearth and have this be a little bit more prominent. The only thing I can think of that might be better would be like having a black, like a deep slate hearth, but for now, I'm just trying to reshape the chimney here. But it's hard because I'm trying not to rip down any trees. Right, so I guess we could put a stair here and then remove these. I guess that's okay. Should have brought my stone box up. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the foliage as is tough, but on top of that, I'm also like, I can't see around it to see what I'm doing. So I find that kind of tough as well. Need a 1.2 furniture update. They need the data pack, I think, needs an overhaul. I wish I knew enough to just redo it, but I don't, which is frustrating. So yeah, I think that roughs up the chimney a bit. I guess without being able to do the interior, we could do maybe some, I think this will help. This will have a nice garden. That'll help with some flowers. Well, we can maybe put a vine or something going up this. That would probably add a little bit to it as well. But since we've got all the stone going on right here, maybe we should take a look and see what we can do. With the wall. feel like a lot of these are going to end up being mossy. I need a cobblestone slab. This is where the inventory crunch happens, when you start needing all these different, like, one block at a time little bits. See, I'd like to try and keep that tree there too, right? Because it just provides this cool thing you have to walk around. And I do have andesite stairs. Cool. To be very wary of creepers now too. And Enderman, for that matter. Take it easy, Steven. I'm sure you've probably taken off, but appreciate it. Enjoy the lunch. I'm going to be skipping lunch today. I had a big breakfast, so I'm not too worried about lunch. I'm not even sure if that wandering trader is still around. Oh, I hear him. So if that copper ever changes, we'd have to find him to trade with him. I feel like I might be overdoing it on this texture. I don't want the wall to look so broken down that it doesn't look nice, you know? Be careful. Just trying to think that anything under trees is probably going to have a decent amount of moss on it. I'll probably wait to do this part of the wall from this side so that we know what it's going to look like with more flowers and stuff around it. But for now, we could probably just put in a little bit. Yeah, even that seems too broken down for me. Take it easy, herding cats. Thanks so much for being here. Hope you have a fantastic day. Break now. Yes, the answer is yes. Did I miss your first notification, Cosmic? I probably did. Or it happened right as Steven rated, maybe? You probably ended right on the hour. But yes, you're right. It would be a good opportunity to break. Cool. Right, so let me just empty out my inventory so that I'm not coming back to a mess. Stair, 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 slab, slab, slab. And we could probably just pick all this up. The rain came in just as it got to the hour. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, dark oak, spruce, oak wood. The currently useless tables and chairs. Put the stone cutter there. Carrying around light sources we don't need. So I'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes with more medieval Minecraft, and we'll see you in just a few. All right, water is refilled. Coffee is refilled. Now I'm going to decide what I'm in the mood to do next. I think maybe that plant life on the front here is probably a good idea. I think I've done the wall to where I would want it, because the rest of it we're going. I mean, we'll add bushes and things in here, of course, as well. Like that's a good spot for a bush, I think. In there. Same thing with maybe back here. If it didn't mess up so weirdly in my text, my shaders, I'd use more glow lichen, but and Minipack sent me a version of the shader settings without the glow lichen in it, but I need to find just a different shader, I guess. Want something a little bit more convenient. What am I looking for? Bushes and stuff. So go with, let's try mangrove, azalea. We'll grab an azalea sapling from somewhere. Alright, I guess we just make them. I think that's all I need. Maybe trapdoors. Yes, you should do flowers next. That came across as more bossy than it meant to. I don't think it did. I think it was precisely as bossy as it was intended. I think that lines up. So I do this only because the sides are nice to have. And I think just to kind of have the extra stem in there, maybe we'll do that. How different do these look? Oh wow, that's drastically different. I like the mangrove leaves. I just don't know if they're too dark for this build. I feel like I want to go with the lighter azalea. Yep. Again, not that I dislike the mangrove leaves, just for this particular spot. Whoops. And I don't know. We've got those doors over there, so I'm wondering if maybe we could end up putting like a little something here. I feel like that has to be something different. I don't know. I kind of like the bush going all the way to the ground. Yeah, I was just thinking that, Krissa. I was just thinking that I think maybe one of the two tall flowers. Rosebush would be good. I think a peony might be a little bit too bright. I feel like we've got an overkill of like pink in the two tall flowers. I kind of wish we had like a blue or something. Could also try one of those. And Krissa SK, is that by chance short for Saskatchewan? Are you of the Canadian varieties? That's not bad. That's not terrible. We could also put the rosebush in. Same thing there. We could probably put like a couple of these in. Maybe we ditch that. You're Greek. Oh, well then no. You're not Canadian. Thanks for the follow. Alright, so I need more bone meal. And maybe a little bit of jungle leaves. Alright, I think the wandering trader is messed off, so I'm done staring at this not doing what I want it to. So if these were all the same, I wonder whether we need to just change this one. Yeah, I think I like that. So now we can just take this up the roof a bit, and I feel like we can probably take it in a couple different directions. So from here, we can go up like that. And then here, we can actually go across the roof. Is this an inside block? Of course it is. Oh, maybe that's all we need to do. Yeah, the berry bushes have like a very spruce tree Christmas ornament vibe, I agree. It's too bad that the mangrove leaves don't work, because it would be cool to use propagules as decorations. Right? That would be kind of cool, but they're too dark for what I want. Yep, I think we just need to make a little bit of adjustments with some mossy carpet, just to kind of make it look a little bit more dense. And I don't need those. So as far as the carpet goes, I feel like the space that needs it is places like this. And then maybe this one. Just to try to connect them a little bit better. Oh, that looks kind of funny there. And so this now, in similar fashion to how we've added little walkways, I feel like we probably want to do something like that here, but I'm going to do that with stone instead. So I'm going to go get some stone stairs. A greenware somewhere in the modern city? Oh yeah, for sure. There's a lot. We didn't even have moss. The last time we were working in the modern city and doing like those cool modern looking green walls, you know, that you see in a lot of indoor spaces and stuff, we didn't even have access to moss back then. So my gosh, like we've got some really cool stuff. I've actually been really itching to get back into the modern city. I do feel like creatively I need a little bit of a break from the Minecraft medieval style. We'll bring these just in case we change our minds, but it's likely going to be slabs, stairs, stairs. I think that should be it. Yeah, the moss would be fantastic. Same with the moss carpet. Because the moss, like, you could bring it down and have it go horizontal, you know? So at least for here, I'm thinking about putting in some stairs. Like that. Which might wrap around. I think that's pretty good. I don't know if we need to go all the way. That's kind of helpful. I'm just wondering whether I should go with a full block here. Yeah. I like that better. Just realize that this should be connected better. One thing I wonder whether I should maybe take this grass back to its normal state. So if I get rid of that, what is the grass color there? I think it might be taiga. Yeah, I think maybe we have to flip that back. I knew there was something that was kind of sticking out to me in a funny way. That's better. Yeah, those match the grass better. Yeah, I don't think this should be bricks. Like, I feel like if this was bricks, it would look like it's too much part of the street. Yeah. We'll just have to connect this somehow. I wonder if here we can have just a few more solid blocks. That feels a little bit narrow. Yeah. Well, now it feels funny. Okay. Aldebar, hello. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Anybody ever have one of those weird moods in Minecraft where, like, you want to play Minecraft, but you're not in the mood to necessarily build anything? Like, I feel like I've kind of reached a point where I need to stretch my legs. I'm not bored. I want to be careful. That's not the thing. I'm in the mood to do things. I'm finding, and I found this lately with even like deciding what to watch on Netflix, you know? Aldebar subscribing at tier 1 for 13 months. Lucky number 13. Thanks so much, Aldebar. Dave NM and not the table. It's broken. That's a meme that I'm remembering correctly, I think. Oh no, the table, it's broken. Welcome in. Thanks very much. Appreciate the sub, appreciate the support. Thanks for the eyeballs. I guess that's one of the reasons people maybe watch Minecraft streams, right? Is because you're in the mood to do something in Minecraft, but you can't make a decision. So by watching somebody, you end up having the decisions in game being made for you. Like I said, without the tables and chairs data pack, there's really not much more that I can do. So I'll have to see what I can do in between streams to sort that out. And that includes doing the inside of this flower shop because I wanted to do that, but without tables, that's not going to be a thing. We could want to start doing like block selections for some of the adjacent buildings. I like to listen while playing, more like a podcast. Yeah, that makes sense. TikTok has got the answer for you. Yeah, totally. I was a little bit embarrassed, actually. I was at the gym the other day, and Steven and I were on the treadmill, and we were chatting. And like every second song on satellite radio, because normally I listen to my own music in my headphones, but not when I'm on the treadmill with Steven, because we're next to each other. We talk and catch up. And I was listening to the radio, and I just kind of noticed that like every second song, I recognized immediately at least part of it as something that went by on TikTok or has gone by on TikTok a number of times. And it just kind of made me just kind of take note, like how much time I'm spending on social media for me to recognize that many songs from TikTok. And it's not like I watch the whole video. Like if it's a song that I've heard a lot, or if it's a trend that I have no interest in, I scroll immediately. Like it's within the first 2 seconds. I'm just like, no, I don't want to see this again. But it's these little earworms that get in your brain, right? One of the downsides of a sandbox game is that you have to make decisions. Yeah. I've been looking for an MMO to get into, and I don't think I'm going to be able to stream something other than Minecraft because we are trying to grow the channel. But I've been looking for that MMO experience, and I can't seem to figure out what is the one that people are into right now. I'm not a Final Fantasy guy, like not my favorite, in that way. I really liked World of Warcraft once upon a time, but I've been out of that so long that returning to it just wouldn't be a good thing. And I wanted to try something new. I'm aware of No Man's Sky, Leaguer. We're not a fan. Gamer Corlin. Yeah, you got a gift sub. When you got the gift sub. Oh, we haven't touched No Man's Sky in a long time, Leaguer. It's been a long time. So if you're part of the community, Leaguer, and you're in the Discord, then there's a lot of people that do like and do play No Man's Sky. There's a channel in the Discord specifically for No Man's Sky. So if you haven't found it already, then you'll probably find some stuff there you can enjoy. I guess we could come in here and do the greenery. I kind of feel like I should do greenery in like a bigger pass. Yeah, I'm feel like but I think the real struggle right now is that I'm having a day where I'm tired, and making any kind of like big creative decisions when I'm tired is tough. So I feel like we're already low on oak, so maybe I'm gonna go gather some oak wood. And I don't think there's a place. I don't think I need to cut down any trees. I mean, we could continue this road and cut down trees and call that our oak collection. Because I'm not sure. I mean, I could also go back and grow trees back at the Dartmouth Meadows. Do like a azalea collection or something. Maybe that's a good thing to do, because that will get us some rooted dirt, and we don't have a lot of rooted dirt. Well, that's a lie. We've got a lot of rooted dirt. But I definitely need to go get some oak. So maybe we'll just do that. Let's just see here what I've got for space. You always have so many fence posts and so many fence gates because of all the underground mine shafts that you end up taking on. Hidley, fellow, welcome in. Yeah, please do take a look at the No Man's Sky channel leader. There's a number of people that really got into it. I think SkullDiasyGimp and somebody else. There's a couple of people that are like really into it. I'm with you on most channels being muted. I do the same thing. I end up doing the same thing. Are we low on anything else? I wouldn't mind filling up on cobble, but we might be able to do that inside. Dark oak we also have more of inside, I think. I think it's just this, just the oak. The Nookie, take it easy. Thanks for coming by. Free stuff. And cobblestone probably in here, I would imagine. Yep. Not sure what we're doing on the spawn chunks tomorrow. Technically, it's supposed to be the extra chunk mail dispenser. So there's that. So let's go back. I need to bring my bone meal. Walking off. Without thinking. I need to bring my bone meal. I wouldn't mind going to get some extra shulker boxes too. That could be something we do. It's a normal day. Do. Actually, hold on, folks. My front door is ringing. Give me 1 second. Thank you, Cosmic. Was frantically just trying to find a bed. I wasn't sure how well lit those places were. Took the break early, so for folks that were coming in wondering what the heck was going on, normally I break on the hour, but the Amazon guy delivered. So I had to run downstairs quickly and grab that. So that's what I did. I picked up a few things on Prime Day that were on sale. Things like cords for my iPhone. The kind of stuff that you, if you can get it on sale, you usually prefer to get it on sale, you know? I may have also treated myself. And I got a new book. Actually, I got 2 new books. So there's still one more piece of stuff coming from Amazon, but I think that one other book isn't coming until much later in the month. The cords I wanted right away. So normally I say, like, you know, just deliver in one box to save the, you know, the eco trips. But I wanted a few things earlier, specifically the book, which didn't arrive until late yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to start it yet. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's something about like the shortest trip to the galaxy at the end of the universe or something. It's a sci-fi humor novel. I'll try to remember. It's on my desk. It's just too far away to see right now. I'll try to look up the name of it on my next moment away. Although maybe I'll just have to check my Amazon order. So yeah, sorry about the brief muted comeback. It's why I tend to not mute the mic. I prefer to mute the software, because I can't see the mic. If it's muted, it's close enough to my face that I can't see the red light. Whereas I'll see the fact that the mic is muted on Streamlabs desktop. Spyrum Trees? I think that's how you say that. Welcome in. So for anybody that's new here to the server, we're walking back to spawn. We do have some fast travel command blocks because we're a large server and have been up for 5 years, so it makes it easy to get to new spaces and new content. But I have a oak tree farm of all things, and we need to go and farm some oak trees. We just use oak logs a lot in the medieval area, so I want to get some new ones. We don't come back here that often, matter of fact. So I brought my bone meal, and I'm pretty sure I brought my saplings, but I'm going to check to see. Yeah, we don't have anything in here. And we should be sorted for the farm itself, so. The reason why I wanted to come back here is because we have these things already installed where they keep the trees from growing too big. And I think we'll use azalea because we'll get the rooted dirt out of the situation. This is just going to be an easier way to do that. Azalea takes up a lot more bone meal, though. I find. Like a lot more. I think you get I think it's the only thing, the only tree that does that, right? Like everything else, if you plant a new sapling, it gives you a new wood. I can't think of anything else that does this. So it's more bone meal, but I think we're getting more oak logs. If only you had a lot of bone meal. Yeah, I do have a fair bit. I'm going to do a test. We're going to reduce some oak saplings as well and see if that changes anything. There's a lot of hidden logs in here. It's the diagonal ones that get me. Man, that went way over here. I didn't even notice that. I think that's all the logs. Might be one in here. Nope. Out of 12 azalea trees, that gave us a stack and a bit. I'm curious now. Well, maybe it just takes just as much. I don't think I've ever sat here and bone mealed trees. Just me waiting for stuff to grow on its own. I guess the benefit of the oak is that it's really straightforward to chop down. Minecraft science, yeah. I don't know. I feel like we get more wood for the bone meal out of an azalea tree. That was like 8 or 9 bone meal for 5 or 6 logs. I don't care about the leaves. Yeah, on average it's taking longer, I think. I think you're better off growing azaleas in like maybe 1 wide strips. So maybe we don't do 2 by 2. Maybe we just do that and see if that helps us at all. Unless it just decides that it needs empty space. Yeah, that seems like the better way to do it. Although, again, it's between what's the easiest one to chop down. But azaleas seem to take a lot less bone meal. This is what I don't like about the new mangrove trees, is like hunting for logs. Well, this didn't take very long at all. That's good. Man, sometimes I'm a little bit envious of the fact that we've got speed beacons back here. It makes moving around a lot easier. Thanks so much, Leaguer. Good to see you. Glad to see you popping back in. And do take advantage of the No Man's Sky Discord channel. If you're liking the game, then I think you'll find some like-minded people there. Alright, so we can put a bunch of this stuff back. Dirt. I'm going to keep the root of dirt. 2.5 stacks almost. Not bad. Put these back. Don't remember whether those were mine or not. No, those are fine. Good stuff. Easy peasy. I don't know where else I would have oak logs. I think I've already gone through and kind of pilfered everything. I can maybe check the swamp, but it's doubtful. Yeah, the nether workhouse. I think I've already cleaned that out, but I'll check. I'll check again. The other place is probably the modern city. I feel like I've been there. Like I feel like this is not the first time I've run out of oak. I just figured where I'm this far south already, I might as well at least. Because the nether hub is right here, it's so easy to check places. Yeah, very little wood here at all. I don't think there was anything else that I needed from here. Should be good. I like the fact that I've removed the wobbly effect when you go through portals. It's a cool thing that Mojang has given everybody the option to do. The only thing I find that's difficult about it is that I don't often realize I'm standing in the right place in the portal until I start to go through and the thing starts to fade, because previously the wobbly effect was like your indication that you were standing on the right part of the block. So if there was wood, it would be in here. And we don't have any there. Cool, that's fine. A couple stacks is more than enough. I just need it for things like beams and railings and the odd thing. So now we'll go back over this way and head back to the medieval area. How do you do that with the glass on the floor? It looks completely clear. Yeah, it's a combination of two texture packs. One, we're using a mod for fabric called Continuity, and it does connected textures similar to how Optifine does. And the other one is a connected clear glass resource pack. That one right there. Connected clear glass. 32 pixels for version 1.2. It says it needs Optifine, but that's why we have the continuity mod, is because it does the same thing. And all it is the glass texture at 32 pixels instead of 16, and it removes the streak lines from it. And the only other changes that you probably haven't seen, because I don't use them that much, is the magenta and the yellow glass. I've changed the color on them so that they better match the magenta concrete and the yellow concrete and stuff. The yellow stained glass default in Minecraft is very green. It has kind of like a snotty look to it. And so what we've done is I've made it be a little bit more golden. And so it works better with yellow terracotta, and it works better with yellow concrete and all that kind of stuff. Because it doesn't match otherwise. We've got to start putting in some farms out here too. We've got 2, but there needs to be a lot more. Lodged guy, hello. Thanks for the follow. Sleep Cycles, thanks for the follow. And Tedable, appreciate it as well. We'll take a shortcut through the secret basement keep. I mean, not so secret since you all know where it is. Your resource packs, the tables and chairs, that needs to be at the very top? Really? Like, I knew it had to be above mine, but does it have to be above everything else? We'll try it. This will take forever. Maybe that's the problem. I knew it had to be above my resource pack for tables and chairs, but I didn't know it had to be above all of the resource packs. Sleep Cycles was looking for a chill Minecraft stream. Looks like I found one. Yep. Yep, we stay pretty chill around here. No screaming in the microphones. Archie Sub, thanks for the raid. Welcome in. Sorry, the 119 takes an awful long time to load once you switch a texture. Apparently this is fixed in 119.1, but we have not obviously got there yet. Yeah, Nightbot will time out people for spamming more than 12 emotes. I think 12 is plenty. I think that's a decent cutoff. I also think that Nightbot considers exclamation points and those kind of things additional additional symbols. All right, well, let's test this quick. We'll just grab a chair or a table or chair. The weird thing is that it costs me stuff. Like it's costing me things. They don't revert back. Nope. That didn't fix it. So it's gotta be something else. I've got a DM going with Chuck from a while ago, so maybe I'll just reach out. I never end up using the more mod-like resource packs. How are they? I don't know what you mean. Chuck's it's a data pack. So, I mean, I don't think it's affected the stuff we've put down already. Where's a good spot? I feel like the I can't remember the name of this. It's the shipmaster's house. Yeah, like when it's done. See, unfortunately, there's something wrong with the with it since the update. That saddle shouldn't be there, but like the tables look great. You know, the mini blocks from Hermitcraft look great. The tables make sense, I find, especially in bedrooms when you put carpets on them. Like all this stuff is working just fine. It's just the chairs that seem to be, and placing tables seems to be broken, which is unfortunate. And that's just an item frame. So yeah, when they don't have glitches, they work fine, but there's been an update in the last few weeks, so that's probably what it is. Starlight is a good performance mod for Fabric. Thought you might like it. Improves lighting times. No, that's great, nice guy. If you're in the Discord, nice guy, because of your gift sub, if you wouldn't mind dropping that in the Minecraft channel in Discord, that would be really cool. Sounds cool, Archie. Thanks for coming in. Glad you're enjoying your day. What are we doing next? I could grab the foliage and start doing stuff in the back garden here. That, or we can start like making block selections on the next house. I wonder if I should start moving a little bit more towards the front here. I don't have any great ideas for this area though right now. The mighty Elkhorn is here. How's it going, Elkhorn? Yeah, I need more shulker boxes, Archie. We're running low. I could try to put a little house here. I could try to frame something in there. I feel like that's... I have to keep it back off the road. Because this place is going to look pretty cool. This place actually has, I think, like a garden in between. Yeah, like there's like a little inside garden here. And this place is going to be really neat once we get it all done. So this is gonna be a blacksmith or a weaponsmith. So we can build a really cool furnace there. This might actually get like a deep slate roof instead of a spruce roof. Although then it would maybe conflict with the one behind it, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm really not sure about the color palette on this part. I guess this we can kind of make it, because it's attached to the tower, we could maybe try to continue some of the west gate sort of feel. Some dark oak to contrast, maybe. What do we have inside? Yeah, there's dark oak on the back there. Maybe that's the ticket for this place. All right, well we'll grab the bushes and stuff. And might do idea what you might do with the house that you've got your shulkers in? Yes, I think I had it. There was a sign somewhere. I probably took it down. I think it's going to be like a leather shop. So a place that you could buy saddles or other leather goods, leather armor, leather pants, that kind of stuff. So we've been heavy on the azalea. We maybe want to go with more birch. I need more shears, and I need some other landscapey stuff. I think that's everything. So with this, like right away, I feel like there's a spot for a bush here. But our go-to with moss may not be always the best because it's not going to match very well with grass in the area. So I should have brought more grass. I'm getting tired of walking back up and down the hill. So I don't know. Back here, I'm wondering. See, that looks pretty good here because I think my issue with it was it changes color based on the biome. So that is in the taiga, and so this becomes much darker, and it was too dark to go with the deep slate roof. But on the back here, I feel like it's kind of a cool looking bush, right? And I don't know whether concrete powder is going to jive here. It might not. No, it does not. Okay. And that means the moss carpet probably won't look very good either. Well, it works because of the moss color in the bricks, I guess. That's nice and dense. Now this, I want to say, needs to get cut back a little bit. And maybe just rearranged. But that's why we have spares. Azaleas and birch are not biome dependent, you're right. But the new mangrove leaves are. You'll notice it with mangroves, especially because they grow next to hot biomes a lot of the time. And so you'll see mangrove swamps bordering on deserts and bordering on jungles and stuff like that. And when they border on deserts, they go like really kind of brown and gross looking. I feel like we can probably do more of the mangrove. I'm just trying to get this path to have a nice little border to it. I think this might be a little bit too close, but we'll come back here. Do that. See, this is normally where I'd like to do like a carpet, but I don't necessarily think that it works that well. And there's nothing that I know of that really blends very well with this stuff. Whoops. This looks really nice. The andesite looks really nice next to the taiga grass. I think we're gonna take this all the way to the edges stone. Did that not work? I used a shovel by accident. There we go. I guess it looks okay. I heard that the farm that was being built on Infinity Cove yesterday ended up being in the wrong spot, which is unfortunate. It's funny because it isn't me. If it was me, I'd be upset. I guess if it goes this way with the path, I feel like it's probably going to be a little bit stone for a while. So maybe we'll just commit to making it stone and then we'll change it a little bit later. And need more stone. I was building it and you thought it was hilarious? Well, that's good. At least it's the kind of stuff like that you can't really do anything else but like laugh. Be like, all right, well, you know, the thing is like, it's like, if you're making content out of it, then if you have to build it twice, well, like at least you didn't waste your time because you were producing content. So it's not that bad, you know? If that makes sense. I would be more upset about it if I had done it all by myself, like offline, and then I would be just like, well, crap, you know, like what do we do now, right? All right, so I'm gonna need to figure out. I guess we can just throw a little bit of texture in here. Cool. So then for additional stuff in here, like I like that. I feel like we could just use a little bit more grass there. Maybe even something taller. Or maybe that's a good spot for a bush. Yeah. Again, the berry bushes just do look so good in the taiga. Maybe we have a couple of these around. I want to try to make this feel like there's something around that tree, so maybe, not sure what reason we would have to go back there. I sort of want to grab blue flowers for some reason. See, the corner right there is what I would struggle with. Just really small space and right level of detail without going overboard. Yeah, so like little pops of color. Plus, if you can like put it behind the tree on your way down, that it's not quite so bright. But yeah, back here, I feel like I want to do something like that looks a bit more on purpose. Like I'm thinking maybe blue. I wish there was a too tall blue flower. Yeah, it's kind of bright and weird looking. This feels more like a green garden. You know what I mean? It feels like the kind of like, what's the word? Is it perennial? The ones that you plant once and you don't have to come back to it every year. Yeah, that helps there. But I feel like it needs almost like a little bit of podzol or something. Any new flower would be nice, just not another red. I feel like we were talking about this a couple weeks ago where I'd love for them to treat flowers like we do sea pickles. I think that would introduce a great variety of things that players could do without introducing new blocks. It would just change the model and function of the way current flowers work. But it wouldn't add something else to manage, you know? Gamer Corlin, yeah, exactly. Bushier looking flowers. Or the ability to make them look bushier if you wanted to, right? I think for me, it's the controlling where the flowers go. Like if you want a central flower on its own, I think single click should do it. And then as you click more, it should do more like sea pickles. But I'm looking for something. What was it? Puzzle, right? How do you make it look so easy? A lot of what I do on camera is trial and error, Cosmic. Like a lot of it is just me, you know, doing something and hoping it looks right. I think most of it is just, it's the art training. It's just that having an eye for composition, I think, is probably part of it. Oh, yeah, that's going to work well. So I should be able to grab these. Right. And then burn, push, burn. So then, because this doesn't have anything growing on it, maybe we can try rooted dirt here. See, and this is where I'd love to use moss carpet, but it just doesn't go. Unless we can somehow cover all of this with a bush. Yeah, that's okay. It's not a friendly place to hang out. I like the combination of mangrove trees and ferns looks really good because you can very clearly see the ferns. I like that. I'm hearing a skeleton somewhere. Heard that on the spawn chunks and I agree. Oh yeah, the pickles, the sea pickles and flowers things, yeah. Again, it's one of those things that they could do that would add a lot to the game, but not require them to add a new block. Like a new tag and a new, like, it's adjusting how things work. And I think what makes so much sense about that and what makes so much sense about some of those revamp things that we've been talking about on the show, on the Spawn Chunks podcast recently, is taking an old thing like flowers and applying the new game mechanics that are more recent. Candles, sea pickles, that kind of stuff. And applying existing game mechanics to older things that intuitively as a player you feel like should work the same way, but they don't, right? So anybody that's new to Minecraft, like today, when they eventually get to sea pickles and flowers, they're like, wait a minute, why does sea pickles do this and flowers not do that? Like, it would make more sense if they did. But I don't want to overdo this, but I think that's pretty good. I might want to go get some more gravel. I think that's maybe where I'm coming up a little short. On the textures and stuff. What's the Spawn Chunks podcast, Sleep Cycles? You can go to thespawnchunks.com. Myself and Pixel Riffs do a show every week. It's 200 episodes in, but you do not have to start at the beginning. It is a news show, so it changes week to week and it's always current. So for people that are new to the show, what I usually suggest is listen to the most recent episode. And then if you are waiting in between the new episodes, go back and explore the archive if you so choose. You can also use the website and the search function on the website to search for guests that we've had on, like Grian or Impulse SV. We've had Slice Lime on the show recently. Henrik as well from Mojang. Brandon, what's Brandon's last name? King B Dogs. I can't remember his last name right now, but King Big Dogs was on the show before the Warden came out. He was talking a little bit about that and the work that was going into it, stuff like that. It was cool. I'm biased, but I really like the show. I like making it, and every once in a while I like listening back. When I listen back for like quality assurance. This past week we interviewed James LRR from Loading Ready Run, and he was a fun guest to have on the show. I wanted more gravel is what I was looking for. I think this might help. But overall, I think this is feeling pretty good. Just wondering, like, in places like this. Yeah, just a tad. Well, that looks like it's not working right. Let's try maybe over here. So I've not gone too crazy in this area because I want to put some stairs and slabs in through here. So this is probably going to change a little bit. But I'd say that's a pretty solid go. So let's take this texture and see if we can't push it up the hill here. So that's going to mean grabbing the stairs and slabs. Green Ninja found the episode with found the Spawn Chunks with the episode with Exumavoid. Yeah, that was a good show. He was really great. He spoke about us on his stream afterwards, which was really kind of him. Great guest, really fun guy to talk to. So if you think it's funny, you think Exumavoid is chill on YouTube or stream, he's even more chill on a podcast. It was pretty cool. I think that one of the things that I've found that I've learned, and as much as I know it, I'm always surprised by it, and that is even the people that I consider to be pretty chill YouTube presenters tend to also be their version of a little bit more amped up on YouTube. So like when you get them in a podcast situation, it's like, wow, you are really laid back. Like you're laid back on YouTube by YouTube standards, but like now that I'm talking to you, like are you really on the chill note? And I find that it's so funny because I'm like that. I don't talk like this on Twitch in my normal day to day. I'm definitely, there's podcast Joel, and then there's, I mean, it's not that different, but there's definitely, especially on the Spawn Chunks where there's a lot of like technical stuff to talk about and get right. There's definitely a feeling there of wanting to be a little bit more formal, I guess. I guess it's like clearly presenting your idea on the Spawn Chunks is kind of like where I'm at a lot of the time, I think. Subtle but working, I would say. And there's no real technique to this per se. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what works. Whoops. Yeah. Maybe not this one. I might even be able to work in some cobblestone. It all depends on how we end up texturing this road. How we do the transitions from one to the other. So won't worry about that. But I call this outside done, I think. I don't want to overdo it. But I like it. I think that's a nice little courtyard. Sorry about the fire engine going by. Not sure if that got picked up on the mic. You come across as less random on the Spawn Chunks? Oh, that is in two parts. That in one way, that's the difference between doing a 3-hour stream and doing a hour and 15-minute podcast that has show notes that I've prepared for. There's about 2 hours of prep that goes into the Spawn Chunks before we even hit the record button. Johnny and I have to keep up on the news. We've got to formulate our thoughts. I've got to grab some screenshots. Like there's all kinds of stuff like that. The other thing about the 3-hour stream versus the the podcast is that I feel like today I'm having kind of an off day, and I kind of finished what I set out to do early in the stream, and then I ran out of blocks for some of the stuff. So like we've got a data pack that's not working. I was going to do the interior design of all this, and the data pack that we have for anybody that's joining us later is this tables and chairs data pack that allows us to do, see, like this is displaying correctly, right? So it allows us to make tables out of trapdoors instead of just like suspending your disbelief. So I would love to give this kind of a treatment to this build that we just finished today, but because I can't, I got kind of stuck on how things are going to go. So we pivoted and we did the wall, and I'm just realizing now that this needs a little bit of something here. This is probably behind the wall a bit. Yeah, that's behind the tree. I think maybe a mossy block would go good there. I kind of wish that we could combine in the same way that you can put like a vine over something. I really wish that you could combine a leaf block and a stone block so that the leaf block would look like it was wrapped around the stone block. I think that would be really, really cool. But unfortunately, it would probably add like a whole other set of blocks to the game. That's why I think, as we were talking about on one of my recent streams, was it's too bad that vines around them and do all kinds of stuff like that. Whereas with glow lichen, it only grows if you bone meal it. So I feel like that would be one of those revisited things that, like, updating an old mechanic to be consistent with new mechanics that also happen to be, I think, better mechanics, right? Then what about glowberry vines? What do you mean, what about glowberry vines? The glowberry vines work fine. I'm talking about old school normal vines. Either that or implement the other vine mechanic that makes them stop growing when sheared. Yeah, exactly, Minipax. Yeah, so like pick one, you know, and just keep it consistent. All right, so I think, let's double check a couple things here. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I think that really works. I like the furnace columns. It's different. It's is it on the front here too? Yeah, it's on the front there too. I think that really works. I guess the only thing missing here is that we could maybe add a little bit of cracked up the side, but I'm trying not to make these look too much like they're falling apart. But the outside wall looks good. Obviously, we've not decorated the outside as far as the grass goes because the road's not final. So there's no sense in doing like all kinds of nice grass and bush work along here only to have it change later. So we'll wait until the road's done for that. I'm really happy with this little section. I think this came up nicely. to not have to chop down any trees to keep even this tree going. I might, when we do the other parts of this, I might revisit the top of that tree. I think I might have taken the odd block off of it. We can make some of these a little bit taller and pointier. I don't like doing custom trees, but I do like going on top of Minecraft trees and like maybe adding a little bit so that they look a little bit more natural. Like giving these points would be nice in terms of like just adding. You could do fence posts, or you could do like a regular bush thing. And then again, we'll wait until the tables and chairs data pack is fixed to do the flower shop. And I'll do the inside and the outside of the flower shop at the same time. So I'm not sure, Cosmic, if there's anybody that we can raid. If you wouldn't mind throwing a few names in chat, that'd be awesome. Over the past 10 years, we're starting to reach the point of why does this work differently more frequently in updates? Yes. Preopt, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I think that very often the more recent version of how things work better. Like, for example, shearing glowberry vines to keep them from growing any farther. Fantastic mechanic. Really, really cool. Really simple. You know, it just should be applied to everything. They applied it to the nether vines, but they didn't apply it to the regular vinage. Yeah, let's do Megabyte. We haven't rated Megabyte in a long time, Cosmic, so we'll do that. That's gonna be it for me, folks. I've had a good weekend. I hope you have had too. Please leave a follow if you haven't already, as the plane goes over my apartment, which you can probably hear here in the medieval world. This came together quite nicely. I really like how sturdy and unique this house looks. We will have to do the inside another time, but we've got a nice hearth, some firewood off to the side. We do have multiple layers, so we've got a bed eventually. We've got this weird little closet rafter thing, and then of course up top is all decorated. So this came together well. Don't forget to check out the Spawn Chunks podcast on Mondays, as well as the Citadel Cafe podcast. Whenever I get that published, that's going to be something I do soon. And you can of course follow me on Twitter and Twitch here at Joel Duggan. And while we're talking about it, check out Patreon. We're going to be moving the Infinity Cove server to a more robust piece of hardware, so that server will hopefully be more active in the future with less technical, glitches and things, and more opportunities to be creative with friends. And so stay tuned for that. More details coming in the Discord for that. Patreon is one of the easiest ways to support. It's one of the most affordable ways and consistent ways to support. And again, huge shout out and thank you to Cosmic Dancer, to everybody that subbed today. For the mod squad, like I really appreciate all the things that you do this weekend. You all just knocked my socks off, and I had fun. I hope you did too. It's been chill. It's been nice. It's been hot here, so that's why I'm kind of on the low key chill this weekend. It's hard to be like animated and all over the place when you're kind of overheating in your own apartment. But I've had a lot of fun in the last couple of days of doing these builds and bringing them pretty much to completion. So I'm going to work on that data pack and see if I can't get that sorted before next weekend. I have Lego to build, so expect at least one Lego stream sometime soon. I feel bad that I haven't done that. So that's hopefully coming up. And yeah, check out the Spawn Chunks, and we'll see everyone next time. Stay tuned for more Minecraft. We're going to raid Megabyte. Hold on to your nuggets. See you later.